The game was tied at halftime, and Cadera had the only score of the second half on a 1-yard run. Southwood proceeded to go up and down the field the rest of the game, but the defense kept finding ways to keep them out of the end zone. Steve Scott picked up a fumble at the 1-yard line to prevent a touchdown. The defense also held from the 2-yard line. Pat Mitchell, not exactly the most nimble of defensive linemen, tipped a pass and dove for the interception. Greg Page came up with a huge end zone interception, and Fred Johnson had a pick with 2 minutes left to stop one last Southwood drive. As tough as it was on the defense, Southwood did not score in the second half.
We had no trouble moving the ball up and down the field. And, I had over 300 yards that game, and, we would always, something would happen at the goal line. Y'all would make a stand or stop us. We'd try to run it in. Y'all would jam us up. It was really frustrating.
And I remember going into halftime, I was so tired and wore out, and I knew that we were going to get yelled at. And Catneys did yell at us. He was mad at the whole defensive line. We went out there at the second half, and I'm not sure we did that much better, but when they got close to scoring and the field got smaller, then it was easier to cover them for our secondary, and we always held them.
I ran so much I got cramps with a few minutes left in the game. I just had nothing left.
He threw for 300 plus yards, but he threw the ball over 50 times, and that was 50 sprints on a pass rush. And so I think that was the most tired after a game I'd been.
I remember never being so tired in my entire life. And I did, as a linebacker, I did 53 drops, and by the end of the game, I was sucking wind.
That was the hardest game I ever played.
And when we beat them, I said, you know what, we got something going here. We're going to be very good.